In a surprising and unexpected policy reversal, President Donald Trump has announced that 600,000 Chinese students will be allowed to study at universities across the United States. This decision comes after a period of tightened visa restrictions targeting Chinese nationals, particularly students and researchers, due to concerns over intellectual property theft, espionage, and national security. The reversal has sparked debate across the political spectrum, with both supporters and critics voicing strong opinions about the implications of this move. For years, the U.S. had gradually implemented stricter measures on Chinese students, especially those in sensitive fields such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, commonly known as STEM. Many feared that allowing Chinese students access to advanced research programs could inadvertently compromise American technological advancements and national security. Critics argued that some Chinese nationals had connections to the Chinese government and military programs, which could pose potential risks if they gained access to sensitive or classified information. As a result, numerous Chinese students experienced visa delays, additional background checks, or outright denials. The recent announcement by President Trump represents a dramatic shift in approach. The White House cited ongoing trade negotiations with China as a key reason for this policy reversal. Analysts suggest that welcoming Chinese students could serve as a goodwill gesture in the context of complex economic and diplomatic discussions between the two nations. By allowing students to continue their education in the U.S., the administration may be attempting to ease tensions and create a more cooperative atmosphere for trade talks, while also signaling that the United States values international academic collaboration. The decision has been met with a mixed reaction. Among proponents, many emphasize the educational and economic benefits of international students. Chinese students, who make up the largest population of foreign students in the United States, contribute billions of dollars to the U.S. economy annually through tuition, housing, and living expenses. Beyond financial considerations, these students enhance academic programs, engage in cutting-edge research, and bring diverse perspectives to classrooms and campus communities. Universities, which have been concerned about declining international enrollment due to restrictive visa policies, welcomed the announcement as a lifeline for both academic and financial stability. However, critics have voiced concerns over potential national security risks. Conservative commentators argue that allowing such a large number of Chinese students back into the country could inadvertently facilitate the transfer of sensitive knowledge or technology to foreign governments. They point to historical instances where individuals studying in the U.S. have been accused of intellectual property theft or espionage. For these critics, the policy reversal appears to prioritize diplomatic and economic considerations over American security interests. Some have described the decision as contradictory to the America First agenda that had been central to Trump's previous policy stances. The announcement also raises questions about fairness and opportunity for domestic students. With universities admitting large numbers of international students, some worry that American students may face stiffer competition for admissions, scholarships, and access to research opportunities. While international students contribute greatly to campus life, the sudden return of hundreds of thousands of Chinese students could shift the balance of academic resources and opportunities. University administrators have emphasized the importance of carefully managing enrollment to ensure that both domestic and international students can thrive. From a broader perspective, this policy change highlights the complexities of balancing domestic priorities with international diplomacy. The United States has historically been a global hub for higher education, attracting students from around the world who seek advanced degrees and research opportunities. Maintaining this status requires a careful equilibrium between welcoming talent and protecting national security. The recent decision underscores the fact that foreign policy and educational policy are often deeply interconnected. Every move in one area can have ripple effects in another, shaping perceptions, alliances, and international relationships. For Chinese students who have faced uncertainty and anxiety over the past several years, the announcement is a relief. Many had deferred enrollment, reconsidered their plans, or sought alternative destinations due to the visa restrictions. With the policy reversal, they now have the opportunity to pursue their education in the United States, gain exposure to cutting-edge research, and build careers in fields that could have global impact. Universities are preparing to accommodate this influx, with programs in place to help international students adjust to life in the U.S., navigate cultural differences, and integrate into academic communities. This policy reversal also serves as a reminder of the ongoing tension between economic pragmatism and ideological considerations in shaping immigration and educational policy. Chinese students are not only a significant source of revenue for American universities, they also represent an important element in broader U.S.-China relations. By welcoming them back, the administration is signaling an openness to collaboration, exchange, and dialogue, while also seeking to foster goodwill that could benefit trade and diplomatic negotiations. It is a delicate balancing act, requiring careful oversight, background checks, and continued monitoring to ensure that security concerns are mitigated. Critics caution that policy reversals of this magnitude can create confusion and uncertainty for both students and universities. Those who had already made alternative plans may face logistical challenges, while institutions must quickly adjust enrollment strategies, housing, and academic planning. Clear communication, transparency, and structured support systems will be essential to ensure a smooth transition. University leaders, consular officials, and government agencies are working closely to implement the new policy effectively, balancing the needs of incoming students with safety and national security requirements. Looking forward, the long-term effects of this decision will depend on how well it is implemented and monitored. Success could lead to stronger U.S.-China academic collaboration, increased research output, and enhanced global competitiveness for American universities. However, any missteps could exacerbate security concerns, fuel political backlash, and create additional hurdles for future international student programs. Stakeholders from government, education, and security sectors will need to work collaboratively to maintain oversight, enforce clear guidelines, and ensure that the policy achieves its intended goals without unintended consequences. Ultimately, this policy reversal is a powerful example of how decisions at the highest levels of government can impact the lives of hundreds of thousands of students, reshape university planning, and influence international relations. It highlights the intricate interplay between education, economics, diplomacy, and security in a globalized world. For students, families, educators, and policymakers, it is a moment of both opportunity and responsibility, a chance to foster learning, collaboration, and innovation, while remaining vigilant about the broader implications of international exchange. As Chinese students prepare to return to U.S. universities, their presence will remind the world that education transcends borders, cultures, and politics. While debates about security, fairness, and policy will continue, the core mission of universities, to educate, innovate, and connect, remains unchanged. By carefully balancing openness with oversight, the United States can welcome talent from around the world, strengthen its academic institutions, and build bridges that extend far beyond the classroom. This policy shift is a story of contrasts: security concerns versus diplomatic engagement, domestic interests versus international collaboration, and previous restrictions versus renewed opportunities. It is a story that will continue to unfold as students arrive, universities adjust, and policymakers monitor outcomes. For now, the message is clear. Chinese students have a pathway to continue their education in the United States, and both countries will be watching closely to see how this decision shapes the future of higher education, international relations, and global academic collaboration.